The Indian Premier League generates billions of dollars in revenue every season. It fills massive stadiums and drives a staggering financial ecosystem built directly on viewer attention. That attention comes from fans who are deeply invested in every single ball bowled, riding the emotional highs and lows of the match. And right alongside that excitement, you will inevitably see advertisements for instant cricket IDs. The pitch is heavily standardized. They promise a minimum deposit of only 500 Bs, 24/7 withdrawals, and an account that activates the second you sign up. If you are a casual fan looking for a quick thrill, this pitch is highly effective. It frames betting as a cheap, accessible way to make the game you're already watching slightly more intense. The entire strategy relies on removing every possible barrier between your initial rush of excitement and the moment you hand over your money. But the messaging also catches people who see these ads differently. Many viewers mistake these platforms for a reliable way to generate consistent secondary income. This happens because the marketing aggressively leans on the claim that their service is 100% secure and genuine. The reality is that these are gray market entities. They process transactions completely outside the boundaries of national financial regulations and basic consumer protection laws. So you have a choice to make. You have to decide if a 500 rupee buy-in is worth exposing your data and funds to an entirely unregulated system. This comparison matrix maps the platform's marketing claims against their structural realities. On the left, we have the promises: instant activation, constant withdrawals, and total security. We aren't debating the morality of gambling here. We are conducting a strict audit of how secure your money actually is once it enters their ecosystem. The 500 rupee minimum deposit is small enough to bypass your usual financial hesitation. It feels like a minor throwaway expense. Instant activation happens only because the platform completely bypasses standard financial verification protocols designed to protect your deposited money. That speed means there are zero Know Your Customer checks. You get total anonymity, but in exchange, your account has absolutely no legal identity tied to it. By eliminating those onboarding speed bumps, the platform makes it incredibly easy to continuously reload your account with impulse deposits during a tense over. Frictionless setup is not a customer service benefit. It is a calculated design choice to secure your initial cash before you pause to calculate the long-term risk. Once your money is in, the platform points to its 24/7 withdrawal and deposit feature to make you feel safe. This scorecard tracks fund liquidity, visualizing how effectively money moves in and out of the platform's central pool. At first, they will quickly process small, early withdrawals. It builds a track record and convinces you the system is reliable. The structural trap triggers when you hit a massive payout and try to withdraw a large sum. Suddenly, the transaction stalls. This is operator-dependent liquidity. Your ability to cash out is entirely controlled by anonymous administrators who hold the power to freeze your account without warning. Because you are operating in a gray market, a frozen account is final. There is no governing body, no ombudsman, and zero legal recourse to get your money back. You'll also notice the promotional text carefully groups IPL betting right next to live casino options. Sports forecasting often relies on analyzing player stats and pitch conditions. Casino games abandon that entirely, shifting your bets over to pure programmed luck. Cricket matches eventually end. The casino runs 24/7, providing a continuous loop of engagement that keeps you placing bets long after the post-match presentation. This line graph charts a typical user bankroll. It shows a slow decline during sports betting, but the moment you switch to casino games, the house edge mathematically forces a steep, continuous drop. The casino integration exists specifically to drain your initial deposit as rapidly as the math allows, ideally before you ever attempt to test the withdrawal system. All of this brings us back to their core marketing hook, the promise that the platform is 100% secure and genuine. Without any actual data protection protocols or independent regulatory auditing, that promised security claim shatters into digital dust. These sites face a high probability of domain seizures and sudden operator shutdowns. A gray market platform can vanish overnight, taking every user deposit offline with it. The guarantee of security is an illusion. It is a marketing tactic calibrated to extract deposits from users expecting a legitimate investment vehicle. Knowing how the architecture actually works gives you the tools to decide your next move. This decision tree maps your options. Should you use an instant ID? If seeking a reliable income stream, the answer is a hard stop. Avoid it entirely. If you're a casual fan seeking a thrill, proceed with extreme caution. You have to treat your initial 500 rupees strictly as a sunk entertainment cost. Consider that money spent the second it leaves your bank, exactly like buying a ticket to a movie. If you manage to win, withdraw it immediately. Never leave a lingering balance, and operate under the strict assumption that anything sitting in your account is already lost. You cannot rely on marketing slogans to protect your money. Understanding the hidden mechanics of the gray market is your only true defense.